Our building in Changi Business Park is the office to more than 2,000 employees supporting the technology and consumer banking operations for Standard Chartered Bank. The bank is very committed to reduce the environmental footprint by being efficient in using energy and water resources. So this building uses 35% less energy compared to a conventional building. We have our very own solar energy power generation plant. And this plant is able to supply about 4% of the total energy consumption of the building. The Changi office also has the grey water recycling system. And what this system does is that it collects the water from the kitchens and the washrooms, and it treats the water and recycles it so that it can be used again for cleaning purposes, for flushing, as well as for watering the plants in the gardens around the office. The garden is designed to be both a recreational space as well as to raise the environmental awareness of our employees and the community. We have the drip irrigation system to irrigate without using too much water and at the same time without using too much electricity.
5,000 staff work out of this premise, all supporting the back office operations of the bank. 85% of the energy consumed at Harrows Road came from wind power last year. This year, we are going to add on a 100 kilowatt solar plant. This plant is going to generate annually 150,000 units. In tropical Chennai, there's a huge requirement of providing good air conditioning services. One of the main chillers which we use at this premise, which runs almost through the day, was just made more efficient by controlling its running in relation to the occupancy on the floors, giving almost 450 kilowatts saved per day. This premise has a huge landscaped area. The staff just love it. So there is a lot of water consumption to maintain this. So while we did the normal water harvesting around each building, we also decided that we have a lot of water being wasted from our washrooms. And so we decided to recycle this water and got almost 30 to 40 KL per day of water, which met our complete requirement.
When we're designing the new Standard Chartered Scope International building here in Tianjin, China, we were very conscious to ensure we consider the environmental factors and the impact of introducing another building in the area. Having that in mind, we have incorporated a number of green features. We actually introduced the wind power and solar power two-in-one kind of street lamp. And this is probably the first of its kind in the region, in the area in Tianjin. One of the key features when delivering the building is to introduce an English-themed garden so that the staff can enjoy during summer and autumn. Having a garden, as you know, it requires fertilizer. And one of the other creative thing that we actually introduced as part of the system is a food composters. The food that consumed during lunch, tea breaks by the staff will actually channel into this food composter and was turned into fertilizer for the use of the garden. The building itself generates a fair amount of heat, and we have implemented an intelligent heat exchange system by capturing this heat and regenerating into the building so that during winter time, we can make use of this heat to warm up the building.
With all the environmental initiatives that we have put in place in our buildings, I think Standard Chartered has a great opportunity to influence employees as well as the community in becoming more environmentally conscious about how they could be more efficient in their daily activities to conserve energy and water and just to make the environment a better place.